dimineața și bine v-am găsit la Agrostrategia. Sunt Vlad Macovei și invitatul meu din această dimineață este domnul Sergey Feofilov, director general UkrAgroConsulting, una dintre cele mai mari companii din domeniul agribusiness-ului și consultanței din Ucraina. Bună dimineața, domnule Feofilov! Vreau să vă întreb ce ne puteți spune un pic despre compania pe care o reprezentați și despre dumneavoastră.
Well, hi everybody. Many thanks, Vlad, for your invitation for me to be here for this interview. Thank you very much for your support. It is really very new factors appearing in the Black Sea region, in Black Sea region agriculture, and we must to know these factors and to predict the prices, to know better, to improve our strategy and to receive the profits we plan to receive. Company was founded 27 years ago. Well, we focus our activity on providing our customers with analysis, with market research, with market forecast. We have great contacts among farmers community, among farmers association of Ukraine, among traders. The biggest traders are our customers. Well, recently we have switched to preparation, to providing our clients with market research and market studies. And especially now these issues are very important for better understanding what are prospects of Ukrainian agriculture, what are future of further grain and oilseed exports from Ukraine, how Ukraine is able to continue to contribute greatly in the food security and to reduce the global food inflation.
Este pentru prima dată când avem un reprezentant din Ucraina aici în emisiune. Este un interes foarte mare, sigur, e o situație foarte complicată, este un război acolo, dar evident publicul vrea să afle ce se întâmplă în Ucraina. Care e situația acolo? Care e situația fermierilor? Care e situația agriculturii în Ucraina în acest moment?
In Ukraine, you know, it is full-scale military actions. It is a war. Well, and the first impact on Ukrainian agriculture was that last February, a year ago, in fact, agricultural exports was stopped in Ukraine because of activity of the Black Sea and Azov Sea ports were blocked, were stopped. Well, what was the immediate results of this poor activity, of this not activity of the Black Sea port? The result was a sharp drop in the domestic prices for grain and oilseeds. Well, the explanation was that for the previous 10-15 years, well, all agrarian market operators, all exporters, focused their investments in construction, in building logistics, how to deliver grain from inland elevators to the Black Sea ports. Well, and suddenly the ports activity is zero. So domestic prices sharply dropped, and all operators of agrarian market had to look for new logistics possibilities, to develop new alternative logistics corridors. Well, for sure, it was some possibilities to export grain through the western borders of Ukraine to European countries, including to Romania, including to Bulgaria, and the first 2-3 months after February 2022, actually all market was was looking for these new logistics outlets. Well, and as for farmers, farmers were hit by this trend, by the declining prices the most, because you see the correlation between the global and Ukrainian domestic prices disappeared. That period, in spring 2022, grain prices went up considerably because of Ukraine stopped its exports. But again, domestic prices went down. And immediate results for Ukrainian farmers was also that they lost the possibility to sell their commodities. The stocks, grain stocks in Ukraine by late February 2022 were huge, from 17 to 22 million tons in stocks. Well, but still, you see, according to our estimations, the total need in the working capital for Ukrainian farmers was at level of 200 billion Ukrainian currency, Ukrainian hryvnia. Well, and the government program for crediting, for giving loans to Ukrainian farmers, and the aid programs from international donors were not able to fill this gap in the profitability to increase the incomes of Ukrainian farmers. Well, but in spite of that, the Ukrainian agriculture was make some advantages as the winter crops for 2022 harvest was were planted in autumn 2021 in peacetime. So it was quite easy to predict, to make forecast of the total harvest of 2022. And anyway, because of the war, the the total grain harvest declined considerably last year, down to 52-54 million tons. And please note that grain harvest in 2021 was more than 82 million tons, and it was a very sufficient drop in total grain production. Production of oil crops was less damaged, well, but still the prices for oil crops, mainly for sunflower, also declined because the considerable share of crushing capacities of Ukraine were not able to continue their operations, were not able to continue producing, to crush the sunflower seeds and continue produce sunflower oil because of military actions, because of deficit of electricity. Well, and another immediate after effect of the war actions was that Ukrainian sunflower seed exports and exports of other oil crops like rapeseed and soybean increased dramatically. Previously, for example, sunflower seed exports was roughly about 100,000 tons per season, 100,000 tons. But last season, the export was 1.6 million tons.
din ce îmi spuneți, practic, și în Ucraina e aceeași discuție ca și în România. Fermierii din Ucraina nu sunt mulțumiți de prețul pe care îl primesc în acest moment și pe parcursul ultimului an pentru cerealele, pentru recolta pe care au vândut-o în această perioadă, nu?
Yes, for sure. Every farmers would like to sell their grain at the highest, at the best prices, for sure. Well, but you see the factors why farmers in different countries are not satisfied with the prices are quite different. Well, in Ukraine, this is complete drop in the domestic demand, and it was not possible to make a contract for selling of grain, but at the same time the owners, the farmers, the owners of grain have to pay for storage, have to pay extra costs, and in fact these were their losses. Well, in other countries, well, it was quite possibly for local farmers to expect that something like that. I hope that prices for corn, for example, will go up in 2-3 months. So I will keep my stocks in my storage and wait for better prices. Well, but predict this trend, predict whether prices will be better, will be higher. Well, it is necessary to know much information and to know how to analyze this, to know the signs whether prices will be bullish or they will be bearish. Well, so these topics will be discussed during the coming in late April event in the Euragrain Hub in Bucharest, and we for sure invite all possible participants to take part in these discussions.
În cadrul acestui eveniment este o premieră pentru că pentru prima oară vom avea practic o delegație din Ucraina și din zona de afaceri și din zona politică care va intra în legătură și în comunicare cu fermieri și cu autoritățile și cu zona de agribusiness din România, din Bulgaria, din Moldova, pentru că e aceeași piață. Credeți că până la urmă pe zona de agribusiness și pe zona de fermieri, Ucraina, România, Bulgaria, Moldova, Republica Moldova sunt lucruri care mai mult ne unesc decât ne separă, deși în momentul ăsta poate e ciudată întrebarea în condițiile discuțiilor despre influența cerealelor ucrainene în România. Dar după părerea dumneavoastră, sunt mai multe lucruri care ne unesc decât care ne despart în această zonă?
Vlad, thanks. You draw attention to the fact that this event will be the first where Ukrainian farmers and traders will contact directly with farmers and traders from Romania, from Bulgaria, from Republic of Moldova. Yes, really, this is it is a very simple question from my side. Why this happens only for the first time? Well, as really we are in fact in the same region. So I think that these direct contacts will be very efficient and very promising for development cooperation. As you see, yes, it was extraordinary situation in Ukraine. Why Ukrainian grain, why Ukrainian trade flows switched from seaports to the land corridors. Well, but anyway, other reason for that was that Ukrainian grain was in demand in the border countries. Well, as Ukrainian grain was not only transited through Bulgaria, through Romania, through Poland, but also some grain were bought by local buyers.
Bun, discutăm despre ce s-a schimbat în această piață a produselor agricole în estul Europei, aici România, Bulgaria, Moldova, Ucraina, dar nu numai, tot estul Europei e o piață bulversată pentru toată lumea. Vedem care este viziunea unui expert de agribusiness din Ucraina în continuare în premieră la Agrostrategia după o scurtă pauză de publicitate. Am revenit la Agrostrategia împreună cu domnul Sergey Feofilov, director general UkrAgroConsult, una dintre companiile de top din Ucraina în zona de agribusiness, de consultanță agricolă. Domnule Feofilov, vă pun așa o întrebare contrafactuală. Dacă acest război nu ar fi existat și dacă lucrurile în Ucraina ar fi fost normale pe parcursul anului trecut, și această influență a cerealelor ucrainene pe piața europeană nu s-ar fi petrecut în felul acesta, evoluția prețului la cereale în Europa, în estul Europei, să zicem, pe parcursul acestui an, dacă războiul n-ar fi existat, credeți că ar fi fost cu mult diferite decât evoluția curentă?
Vlad, well, not easy to answer to this question. Well, I think that Black Sea region used to be and now great contributor to the global grain market. Well, and the price for the grain from the Black Sea region influence the global trends for sure. Well, but still the global trends influence the Black Sea prices also very much. And so I do not think that in better case, if the war did not start, well, the price levels were completely other than the prices are currently. As you see the correlation between global prices and regional prices in Black Sea region, in Balkan countries, in Central and Eastern European countries are under high pressure of the global prices. This is for sure. This goes without saying.
Vedeți o tendință și la nivelul pieței din Ucraina a produselor agricole ca prețurile la cereale și la plante oleaginoase să crească un pic în perioada următoare, în următoarele luni?
Well, let's consider some numbers. Well, last year total grain crop in Ukraine was 52-54 million tons. But total Ukrainian grain export for the last season was or will be, as this season continues, well, total seasonal exports will be at 44-45 million tons. Just compare grain production 54 and exports is 42-44 million tons. Well, why it was? Because it was great stocks from the 2021 harvest, the record high in Ukraine 2021 harvest. Well, for sure, high exports promote gradual step-by-step exhausting of Ukrainian domestic grain stocks and oilseed stocks. Well, and please also consider the early forecasts of grain production for 2023. The forecast of total harvest, grain harvest, is at level of 42-44 million tons. So the exports from Ukraine in the new season will decrease because of lower production, because of lower supply. Well, it is quite clear. Well, for sure it will influence the crisis. Well, especially the situation will be much more clear after we receive updated reports about planted areas for corn, for spring barley. Well, it will be in late May, in June. Well, so it is necessary, it is highly important to ensure profitability of farmers' business, to monitor and to know all this data.
La final, v-aș invita să adresați un mesaj personal din partea dumneavoastră telespectatorilor noștri, poporului român, fermierilor români, celor interesați și care v-au urmărit.
Well, thank you, Vlad. Maybe this is a little bit ahead of time. But I would like to call all people of Romania and other countries. Well, welcome to Ukraine.
Frumos. Domnule Feofilov, sperăm să ajungem în situația să războiul să ia sfârșit și să ajungem în situația să vizităm Ucraina. Mulțumesc mult pentru mesaj, mulțumesc mult pentru prezență și pentru informațiile transmise. Punem punct interviului de astăzi din Agrostrategia. În cele ce urmează, colega mea Dana Constantinescu, ca în fiecare joi, v-a pregătit rubrica În grădina Danei, lucruri extrem de interesante și utile, frumoase, ca de fiecare dată. Vă invit să urmăriți această rubrică. Noi ne revedem din nou luni, la orele 10, la Agrostrategia. Vă mulțumesc pentru atenție, sunt Vlad Macovei, toate cele bune!